lovely yogis. Welcome to Balanzs Hot Class. I'm Angelique. Annette is here on my side, demoing. Look at her. I will talk you through mostly. What would be very appreciated for yourself, a block or something else. If you don't have anything at home, nothing solid, sometimes I use a water bottle. That could work. You might want to use it when we start to elevate your hips, to make your seated pose a bit easier. If you're not using your block, just keep it in the front of the mat, and it's ready for you whenever you need to. Let's bring the right foot in front of the left. And remove the flesh of your sit bones if needed. And then from there, just finding a comfortable position, resting the hands onto your thighs. From the waist down, release the lower body into the floor. And then from the waist up to the crown, start to elongate the lower back, the middle back, and your upper back. Shoulders can lift all the way up to ears, roll them back and down, away from the ears. Let them rest into the sockets. Elevate the chin so it's parallel with the floor. And then taking a big breath in through nose. And an exhalation through your mouth. Allow yourself to arrive here. 2 more. Exhale. And one last time. And soft and ease in. And just sitting here for a moment as I'm going to share with you that today's sequence is going to be a bit creative. And we're going to have quite some balancing positions. And whenever you are trying to get in a balancing state, right, standing on one leg, it helps to not be too rigid about it. So it's a state, a moment that sometimes we are in balance and sometimes we're not. So it's also the balance between effort and ease. So ease in a little bit more and see how it goes today. Let's unite your hands in front of heart. Anjali Mudra, bow the forehead into fingertips. Acknowledge yourself for being here, for rolling out your mat. And then anything that you can be grateful for. Anything that works for you. Just setting an intention if you like. One more breath. And then release your hands down to the thighs again. Blink your eyes open. And send your arms out and up. Big circle. Hands together in front of heart. And then lower all the way down. And this time bringing the hands towards your knees. Moving over to the right side, so your left arm is going to straighten. You feel the sideways stretch. Move forward, left, all the way back. And then try to hollow out the belly. So you draw the belly in. And then 2 more circles. Depends a little bit on how fast you are, actually. So see if you can feel that opening. Oh, and after the 3rd one, let's move into the other direction. Sufi rolls. Easy starts. And coming back towards the center. Lift and lengthen. And this time lift your shoulders up to ears. Exhale, let go. Send your arms out and up. Inhale. Move over to the right side. Left hand outside your right thigh. Ground the sit bones, belly into spine. Gaze over your shoulder to twist. Take another big breath in. Full breath out. Only the right hand coming off the floor on an inhale. Reach it up. Move it diagonally towards your left knee as you stretch over to the side. Oof. And there will be a moment that you feel like, okay, I can't go any further. And this is when you want to open up the heart a bit more. And feel that big stretch from the hip coming to the ribs, maybe all the way to your fingertips. Stretching out your fascia, your connective tissue. And reach it up. Inhale. One more twist. Same side. Exhale. Then both arms out and up on an inhalation. Twist over to your left side, right hand outside your thigh. And then grounding, lengthening, exhale to twist. One more big breath, belly into spine, gazing over your shoulder even further than you did. And then the left arm is going to come up, diagonal stretch towards your right knee. And if you notice that you're closing, try to look up. So we find a bit more stretch all the way to the fingertips. On your next inhalation, rise up. Exhale, twist to the same side. And then this time, ground your both hands, lift your knees. You're going to ground your feet, spin around, downward facing dog. Walk your hands forward. And just take a moment here to pedal your legs, to look to the top of the mat in between your legs. Ooh, we're showing our bum. And then maybe even for a moment, bending both of your knees, press away from your fingers, long spine. And from there, you're going to walk your hands in. And now your bum is going to move to the right side. As you're going to sit back, miraculously, your left foot will be in front. Okay. Hold on towards your knees. And then this time we're going to take a big dive forward, so down, as if you're under the water. And there we're coming up. Lift up through your chest. Lean back as you hollow out the belly. Take the knees up. And then diving in. Woo, there we go. Lifting up your chest. Open up. Lean back. One more time. Inhale. And then this time as you lean back, draw the knees up more so you can ground the soles of your feet, and then unroll your spine so we'll lie down flat. Get arms out so you have a bit of space. Make sure your feet are not too far. And then from here, we're going to send the hips up into a bridge pose, which basically is an upside down, cobra or upward facing dog. So feel free to hold the mat, but if you have a bit more space, perhaps you want to grab your fingers, lace them together, walk the shoulders under, lift up. Magnetize your knees, make sure they don't go out to the sides as you find a bit more space through the front. Ooh. Next inhale, lift your heels, remove your arms. And then upper back, middle back, lower back, calming down, vertebrae by vertebrae. And then this time, taking knees into the chest. Hold on to your shins as you make some movement again. If you want to, you can keep your hands to your shins. You make circles like the seated rolls we did. Or, for a bit more core, release your arms. And then make your circles bigger. And I like to believe that I'm also stretching my glute area. So big circles. And let's swap direction. And let's find your way back to the center. And then hold on the backs of your legs. Not the shins, but your legs, your hamstrings. Inhale, lift your hips. Exhale, roll forward. Inhale, roll back, lift your hips. Roll forward, take a momentum to balance. And then from there, roll back one more time. Cross your ankles, roll forward, hands down, tabletop. So you can bring the hands to the front of the mat, activate the fingers, your hasta bandha. You curl the toes into floor, and then from there, lift the knees, press back, downward facing dog. And from your downward facing dog, maybe you have to walk the feet back a bit. Take one big breath in, exhale it out. And then inhale, lift your heels. Bend the knees, look forward, exhale. Walk, step, jump, feet to the top of your mat. Lift up through your chest. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up with your arms. Extended mountain, exhale, hands to heart. I'm going to start a sun salute. Inhale, arms out and up. Exhale, fold down from the hips. Halfway lift on an inhale. Stepping your right foot back on an exhalation. And a left foot back. First high plank position. Now, move your weight forward so you press down into the hands, lengthen through the heart. We're on the tips of toes. release the knees. And then bend your elbows, lower chaturanga, but then press up again. Double push-up. Inhale. Exhale, lower down. Slowly and controlled, find your way to belly. Point your toes back, press the tops of the feet down, drag the hands to your legs, your hips are in that direction. So you feel that length. And then lower down to the floor. Curl the toes under, press hands and knees. Downward facing dog. Down dog, right leg up. Draw the knee into nose, coil in, step through, left knee down. Arms forward up on an inhalation, low lunge. And then circle the right arm further back, so we're twisting, and then continue that arm all the way down to the outside of your left hip or leg, depends on how long your arm is, right? Now from here, strong legs, pubic bone pulls up to the belly, and then from the belly, you're gonna lift further up to the diaphragm, and then reach your arm further back bending in the twist. With the left knee down, your left hip cannot collapse here. Yeah? So you keep the hips on the same level. You feel that twist and back bend, that side stretch here. And then after that, circle the hand down to the floor. Sending your right hand up. Make some circle with your wrists. So we're letting go of all the tension that you might have there. Other side, so move over towards the other direction. Good. And then from there, bringing the hand all the way forward and down to the floor. Pulling the hips back. Hello, hamstring stretch. Toes can lift all the way up to sky. Drag the leg back into its sockets. And then from there, we're going to step all the way to the top. So bend your front knees. Press away from the left foot. Lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms out and up. Extended mountain. Exhale, dive straight into Uttanasana. Okay, you get the idea. Halfway lift, inhale. There you go, super nice. Left foot back, exhale. And then your right foot follows into a high push-up position. So if you want to, Annette will demo you the knee version, right? I will do the one without, just to show you what option you have. Inhale forward. Exhale, lower, Chaturanga Dandasana. As one unit, press up, inhale. Exhale, lower down. You want to come to the belly, that's fine. Cobra or up dog, it has the thighs off the floor. And then move your hips back and up to downward facing dog, and feel very free to do that through the knees. Left leg coming up, 3-leg dog. Draw the knee into nose, step forward, release your right knee onto floor. Both arms rising up. Circle the left arm back, down. Grab your outer hip or leg. Good. As you walk the hands a little bit further down, or even use a bit of pulling. Don't forget that we work from the strength of the core center as well. So stabilizing, drawing the legs together, adduction as well, inner thigh squeezing, pubic bone up, tailbone down. Last inhalation. And then as you exhale, right hand to floor, left hand up as you lift your knee. So you lift the knee. There we go. And I make some circles with the wrist. It's okay, huh? It's okay today. Change direction. And then from there, a white pyramid. Bring the hand all the way forward and down. Pull the hips back. Lift the toes up. You're saying hello to the hamstrings on the left. Kind of squeeze your legs together. Feel free to bring that right heel also a little higher up, as Annette is here, right here. That's it. Prepare to step forward. Bend your front knee as you ground the foot. Right foot meets the left. Flat back. Inhale. Exhale, forward folds. Okay, then halfway lift, inhale to bring your toes to touch. Heels slightly apart, fold one more time. Now, bend your knees, arms forward up on an inhale. Keep chair shape, just swing your arms back on an exhale, fingertips pointing back, collarbones broad. Inhale, arms forward up, a little lower. Exhale, arms move back. Inhale, forward up. Exhale, arms move back. And I'm lifting your arms forward and up, bringing the hands to heart. Sit down as much as you can. Sorry, I'm out of the... There we go. Yes, all right, so a moment of chair. And then from here, what we'll do, we're gonna fold forward. Woo. Half lift on an inhalation. Fold again on an exhalation. Half lift on an inhalation. Step or jump back, find your way to high push-up position. And then in this high push-up position, we're gonna start with the right knee down onto the floor. Send your left foot out flat so you can lift your left arm side plank. So side plank variation. There we go. So you can turn your shin as well. It's gonna help you with balancing. Yep. And you decide if you want to point your toes, you try to press the top of the foot down into the floor as well, or if you want to tuck them under, it should be okay for your knee. Now lift your left foot up. Your arm can stretch all the way overhead. That's the inhalation from the core center. And then bend the knee, grab the foot on an exhalation. There you go. Now finding stretch and length through the front of the body. So the hip flexor, quads, but also your shoulder, your chest. There we go. Release, no slingshot, just let go. And then bringing the hand down, bringing the foot down, high push-up position. Left knee comes down and then change to the other side. So knee under the hip is gonna give you support. And then take the right arm up. Turn your shin bone out to the side of the mat to give you more stability. It's easier to balance right here. And then extend the arm as you lift your right leg up. Thank you, Annette. She's already going into it, all right? And then bend the knee, grab the foot. She's like, okay, we have to go, right? You know that she is demoing, but she's also keeping my attention right here. She's keeping my attention to continue. So let go, be mindful. Coming to your high plank position. Just come to plank pose. Hi, Christina. And then from your high plank, moving through your double push-up vinyasa, feel free to lower the knees as you lower. And then inhale, rise up to your plank. It's a lot of strength, right? Exhale, second one. Cobra or up dog. Inhale, heart is open, collarbones spread, you're smiling. And then move your hips back and up into downward facing dog. Ooh, good. Take a breath. Feel free to release anything you need to. Then send your right leg up to sky, three-legged dog. Draw the knee to nose on an exhalation. Inhale, three-legged dog. Leg goes back and up. Exhale, draw the knee into nose once again. And then reach it back and up. Last one. Three-legged dog. Use your core to keep your hips high, to round your spine, knee to nose, and then step all the way through. This time, high crescent, arms rise up to sky. And start to circle your right arm back and down as we did in the beginning with the knee down. Hold onto your outer left leg. Yeah? And then lean back a bit more, finding the back bend in the twist. Now you notice that left hip wants to drop. Press the hamstrings up to sky. Yes! Make sure we're not collapsing. Front knee is bent. So it depends a little bit on how you individually feel. If you feel the collapse, press more up. So notice if the legs have to go wider. And then from there, we're gonna rise up with your hands touch, inhale. And then from here, bringing the hands to floor or block. As you exhale, lift your left leg up. Yeah? You might not need it. I'm just demoing that you can. So hands are underneath the shoulders or underneath the heart onto the block. Yeah? So we have the hips initially in a warrior three. It's like a warrior three fingertip position. And then from there, can we explore lifting the hands off the mat? I like to bend my knee. And we'll do some bounces. Bringing the hands to heart. Ooh, and then press, straighten the leg a bit further. Bend, bend, bend. Press up. And then one more time, bending so much until you can land the left foot onto the floor. Inhale, arms rise up, high crescent, palms touch. Exhale, back knee down, and then fold the head to knee, kneeling salute. Inhale, rise, turn on your feet, pivot to the back of your mat. Exhale, kneeling salute, folding. Inhale, rise. Turn to the front of your mat. From there, release your hands all the way down to floor, and that means vinyasa time. Step back, high push-up. Exhale, lower with or without the knees. Inhale, press up to plank. Exhale, lower down. Cobra or up dog. Inhale, heart open. Downward facing dog, exhale. Okay. Left side. Left leg coming up on an inhalation. Draw the knee to nose on an exhalation 3 times. Every time is an invitation to work your core. Second one, yes, continue. Awesome. Last one, 3-leg dog. Knee to nose, coil in, step through with all of your awareness. Good. Rise up, high crescent pose. And then spin your left arm back. So we start to twist, but adding the back bend, hold on to the outer hip. There we go. Right arm can reach even further up. Pull the pubic bone again to the belly, send the tailbone down to floor. Even though, like sometimes I say magnetize your inner thighs, and that is true. It's an adduction. But you do not want to collapse the legs inwards, right? So you also want to use the feet, strong feet, press down, maybe a bit out, depends on what's happening within your body. Now from here, we're going to get into that fingertip warrior 3. So arms rise up, high crescent, and then bringing the hands down as you lift your right foot off the floor. So either to the fingertips onto the floor, either to a block if needed, or a bottle of water, all right? Yeah, so you want to elongate through the heart. Well, that looks really nice, thank you. Then taking the hands off the floor as you did on the other side. Yes! And that can be a little wobbly, but remember, find some ease. And then some pulses here. No pressure on it. You're just modeling, right? Bend your knee and then straighten the leg again 3 times. Oh my gosh, that leg is working, right? Bend and extend. I know, it's hard. And then bend more to be able to step all the way back. If you can without the fingertips, diagonal lunge. Arms rise up to sky. Inhale, palms meet. And that means kneeling salute. So back knee down first. Then from the core, you're rounding the head to knee. Yes. Inhale, rise. Turn to the back of your mat. Exhale, kneeling salute. Good. Inhale, rise. Oh, good. Super nice. Exhale, hands down to floor. Step back. High push-up position on an inhalation. Shoulders over wrists. Long neck. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, press up. Exhale, lower, chaturanga, dandasana. Up dog to downward facing dog. Ooh, good, you made it. That was the first round. And into the second round, we're gonna start with the balancing pose. So, having said that, let's move to the top of the mat. So lift your heels, bend your knees, step or hop forward, inhale, half lift. Place the block on the left upper corner of your mat when you have it, and then forward fold. Yeah? Now your feet are together, and then from there, bending your knees, let's get back into chair. Arms forward up. Draw the hands to the heart center. Shifting the weight into the right foot. And we'll start with a figure 4. And you don't want to round, so keep the heart lengthening away from the belly. Yeah? Lift your left knee. Maybe you have to use your hands to bring the ankle on top of your thigh. So you're pulling the toes to the knee to flex your ankle joint. And then sit down into that imaginary chair. If a arm balance is calling you, go for it. If not, just stay here, or elbows to ankle and knee, so it helps you to go a little further. And arm balancing option will be to bring the hands all the way down, leaning into the upper arms as you keep them bent, and then taking the foot off the floor. 3, 2, and 1, coming out. Inhale, rise up, take that knee in front of the hip, single leg mountain. Stork, exhale, fingers lace around your shin bone. Take the knee a little higher without changing your upper body. Maybe give yourself a kiss, but I have to move forward if I do that. Now from here, keep the right hand where it is. Lower the knee so the arm can straighten. You can kind of rest the weight of the leg into the hands. And then start to twist and peel open the chest towards the side. Easy Shiva twist. And then lower the left hip down without lifting it up, right? Side body long. Maybe bringing the gaze. Can you dare to bring the gaze over to the left fingertips? Don't worry if you cannot. And then from there, moving back to a single leg mountain. Inhale, arms rise. Big step back into your diagonal lunge. If you need to bring the fingertips down, you do that. And then from there, lift the chest, reach your fingers. Exhale it out. On an inhale, arms lift up to the sky. And then from there, take a little hop again. Left hand to the block. Right hand starts pointing down, so your hips are on the same level, your shoulders are on the same level. That left hand needs to be under the shoulder, so not too close by. And then start to peel open the right arm is going to lift up, and then your chest is going to open up from there. So press down to lift. Yes, that's it. Super nice long lines. Okie dokie. Now from here, your floating leg might want to ground down, and that's what we'll do. So start to bend your right knee as we did before. Big step back, arms rise up to sky, palms meet. And then I forgot this one. Move your right arm back, down into the twist. We have done that. And then go back into that back bend. Reach, reach, reach. Ooh, and then we're gonna finish it off with our kneeling salute. Arms rise up, palms meet. Back knee down, fold head to knee. Inhale to rise. Lift and turn to the back of your mat. Exhale, kneeling salute. Inhale, rise. Turn to the front. And lower the hands simply down to floor. Step it back for your vinyasa. High plank. Inhale. Exhale to lower. Inhale, rise up to your plank. Exhale, lower down. Up dog. Draw the tips of the shoulder blades together and down to open the heart, and then move your hips back and up to dog pose. From down dog, lift your heels on an inhalation, bend knees, gaze forward, exhale. Step or jump to the top of the mat, move your block to the right, you know it. And then exhale, fold, feet are together. Utkatasana, chair on an inhale, hands to heart center on an exhale, sit down low. Figure 4, right foot, right ankle on top of your left thigh. Yes. There you go. Good. Just take a moment there. Oh, you're going to go for a twist at home. You can if you want to. So as I said, maybe that's why, I said, and if an arm balance is calling you, go for it, right? And I see Christina at home doing a very nice twist. It's like the grasshopper. You know that I'm going to do that next week, right? You don't know that, but I'm going to do that. Maybe the hands come all the way down to floor. Otherwise, you use your elbows. The heart is higher than the hips, but it looks good, lady. Huh? Good. Variations, come back. Figure 4 chair, rise up from here, single leg mountain. Whenever you need to, you can always ground your foot for a moment. Yeah? Now, release the hands around your shin bone, pull it a little higher. Ooh, compression in the groin. Lower your left, extend your left arm and lower your right knee, and I'm pulling your right arm away to twist. It's a closed twist. Right arm. Ooh, lower the right hip. Finding length into the side body. And then from there, let's find single leg mountain. Inhale. Huge step back on an exhalation, diagonal lunge. Now, take the belly away from the thigh so you lift up through the heart. Inhale, we're gonna take a little momentum. Exhale, use your block, right hand lands. Yeah? So you're starting with the right hip on the same level. The tendency for a lot of people is always to open the hip. So drop or lower your right hip. So you squeeze the hip bones together. And then you start to peel that left arm up. So we're twisting into that revolved half moon version. Nice. So the lower back is like the table. Yeah? Try to make it long. Looking good. Alrighty. From revolved half moon, bend your front knee to be able to step it all the way back. Oof. Reach your arms up to the sky. Inhale, circle the left arm back, down, twist back, bend, exhale. Stay on an inhalation. Stay on an exhalation. Kneeling salute. Inhale, arms forward, up, palms meet. Exhale, back knee down and fold the head to knee. Inhale, rise up, turn to the back of the room. The last kneeling salute, back knee down on the exhale, head to knee. Inhale, rise, turn forward. Exhale, hands onto floor, step back, high plank. Exhale, low plank. Keep the neck long. Yes. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, lower down. Cobra or up dog, inhale. Downward facing dog on an exhalation. Woo, good. So again, from this downward facing dog, look forward as you lift your heels, bend knees. Step or hop your feet together between the hands. Half lift, inhale, folding, exhaling. Okay, so from this forward fold, we can again bring the block over to the left. And there will be one last moment that we're going to come back to the position that we did. So first of all, we're going to sit down into our chair pose. Sending your arms forward and up. Inhale, sit really low. And then this time as you exhale, swing your arms back, but lift your heels. Whoop, balance. Heels down, arms forward, up, inhale. Move your arms back as you lift your heels. Number 2. And we'll do one more. Inhale, heels can lower as you reach your arms. Exhale, lift your heels. Reach your fingers, stay. And really squeeze the ankles, the knees, and inner thighs together. Finding a lot of power into your legs. Ooh, can we do one more breath? Release your heels back to chair. Inhale, and then this time straighten your legs. Oh, hands to heart, exhale. Oh, okay, we're gonna find dancer pose. Shift the weight into your right foot. Left foot to your bum. And then see if you can find it with your hand. Starting with your knees together, right arm can rise up. Roll your left shoulder back. So there's a bit of a twist happening. Now I want you to find a back bend first. So kick the foot into the hands. And then maybe, you have more space when you come down with your chest. So it's about balance, right? Go for it. 5, 4, not too rigid. 3, and then we're gonna add what we did. 2. Last one, listen to this one. Single leg mountain. Oof. Lift your knee, arms rise, straight into Shiva's twist. You don't have to hold the knee or a foot. You can just split your arms open, maybe kick the leg out. Oh, single leg mountain on an inhale. Big step back with that left foot. Diagonal lunge, exhale. Oh, and then this time, rise up, high crescent, turn the left foot flat, warrior two. Okay, well, this is one of these moments and I'm like, oh, thank God there's warrior two. Now, if you look over your right fingers, you can see what your knee is doing. So just gaze down for a moment. Make sure it's not turning in, right? This is turning in, right? So send it out. Second and third toe. Press away from the back foot. From here, palms to long side, gaze to back of mat. Triangle bend knee, right arm forward, left arm goes up. And then use your arm and leg to open up a little further, maybe going for a half bind or a full bind. Just an idea. Keeping the chest open. 3, 2, 1. Reverse triangle. Release your bind. Press it away. Reverse. And then we're going to bring the left hand back to the block into the revolved half moon directly. You've been there, right? Revolved half moon. So set it up. Take your time. If this is enough for you, you stay here. But perhaps, play with squeezing that left foot to the bum as you just did in dancer. Squeeze. Just squeeze. And extend. Little pulses. Squeeze. Ooh, glute work. And extend. And maybe the third one, you're gonna squeeze it in, circle the hand to the foot, and then, ooh, you got it? Yes, you got it. So nice. And then kick the foot into the hand, and then I'm gonna gaze a little bit more forward to open up my chest. So we're combining the back bend, the bind. It's like a revolved dancer pose. Yeah? And I know, not with everyone it looks like a back bend. Depends a little bit on the range of motion that we have in our bodies. So see if you can hold it for one more big breath. Ooh, and then release. Don't slingshot. Left foot down to floor. Palms ground flat. Oh, you can ground that foot. And then take the right leg up. Celebrate. Shake it out. You made it. Inhale, way forward into a high push-up with or without the foot or the knees. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise to plank. Exhale, lower down. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Woof. Lift your heels, inhale. Bend the knees as you gaze forward, exhale. Step or hop your feet between the hands. Arms forward, up, chair. And then from here, straighten the legs, Tadasana. Oh, that was easy, this second one, huh? Moving into dancer pose. So the right leg, yeah? Whew. Shifting weight into the left foot. Move the foot back, grab the ankle. Knees together, left arm rising, roll the shoulder back. Yeah, so there's a bit of back bend already. And then you start to kick the foot into the hand. Now, you know it. I trust your beautiful modeling capability that you can do this one. Bringing the chest a bit more down if you wish. 5, 4, don't lose the kicking. 3, 2, 1. From dancer, single leg mountain, that inner thigh squeeze. Shiva's twist, exhale, possibly with a straight leg. Inhale, single leg mountain. Exhale, big step back with the right foot. Diagonal lunge. And then from our diagonal lunge, rise up on an inhale. Turn the right foot flat. Warrior two. Exhale. Okay, now we know. Flip your palms to the long side of the mat. Look to the right hand. Triangle bend knee, moving your left arm forward so the right arm can go up. Half bind or full bind, making sure that you don't point your bum back, but you want to send the tail down as you open and lift up through the heart. Oh, good. 3, 2, 1. I forgot to mention the block, sorry. Reverse triangle. So move it back as you straighten the front leg. And then getting ready, windmill the right hand down to the block. Lift your back leg up, so we're back into revolved half moon. And that interesting variation, revolved half moon into a revolved dancer. So first, 3 little pulses, okay? So squeeze and extends. So you feel your hamstrings and glutes working. Number 2, and extends. And number 3, find it with your hand. Where is it? And then kick the foot into the hands. And with a little bit of twist, it might help you to come into it. Another tip might work for you. Bend your standing leg and then press the foot and hand into each other. So from the hamstrings coming into the heart, right? Open up. I'm bringing the gaze a bit more forward. And with that right block underneath the hand, it's so much easier. Although it's not an easy pose at all. Don't get confused here. Take one more big breath. And then let it go, but move back slowly. Ground the right foot, ground your hands. Left leg coming up to sky, celebrate. Woohoo, I made it. Inhale forward, high plank, exhale, lower, chaturanga. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower, chaturanga, Danasana, up dog. Downward facing dog. And it's about time that we go to the floor and look forward. Bending knees, lifting heels. One more chair, feet together. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, bring the hands to heart. Lower your bum as much as you can. And I'm making the transition. Oh, you made it? Yes, you made it. From here, lie down. Soles of the feet together. Oh, take a nice moment here to release. Okay. So, a short but sweet stretch into the outer hip. It's the piriformis muscle, actually. But that's one that has been working hard. You might not know it, but you have probably felt it. So you're feeling that one leg has to work hard, especially with the pulses. I always notice. Now, first of all, coming out of Supta Baddha Konasana, using the hands to bring the knees back into the chest so the lower back can release. And then the left foot down onto the floor, right ankle on top of your thigh, figure 4. Lace your right arm in between the legs, left arm around. Feel free to hold your back of thigh or maybe your shin. And then soften the shoulders down as much as you can. 3, 2. Every exhalation, pull it in a little bit further. 1. So if you prefer to stay here longer, you can. I'm just going to guide you through a stretch that I think is a bit more interesting and intense. Left foot down, arms release, of course. And then this whole shape is going to go to the left. I just scooched my hips slightly to the right. So my sole of foot is going to be flat onto the floor. And to check, the foot is not too far away. Left hand goes to the ankle joint. Maybe pull it a little bit more in. Slide the hand up to the knee. So it's left hand, right knee. Send the knee up and away from you. As you start to turn your gaze over to the right, try to press the lower back down into the floor. Yeah. Well, a little bit, right? But it's just that you do not want to arch too much. So you get that stretch on the outer hip region. 3. And 2. And 1. Coming out of your twist. Ooh. Taking your knees into the chest. I always have a lot of sounds going on my right side. So we're going to do it on the other side. So right foot down, left ankle to thigh, figure 4. Left arm in between, right arm around. Feel free to lace behind your thigh or shin. Using the muscles in between the shoulder blades, try to soften the shoulders. I'm feeling that nice stretch. Most of the times, a lot of people think or feel like this is really good, especially if you're tight in the hip area, if you run a lot, cycle a lot, sit a lot. This can be such a nice stretch and a safe stretch because there's no weight on top of us like in pigeon. We call it a reclined pigeon. So, if you want to join me for that other stretch, release your arms, bring the foot down. And that also helps you to bring the hips a bit to the left. And then lower the sole of the foot all the way to floor. I need to remove my sound. Right hand to left ankle, so you can bring the foot in a little bit further, and that also helps me to lower my hips further down. Slide the hand up, bring the knee away from you if it has the tendency to come in. And then gazing over your left arm, close your eyes. 3, 2, and 1. Keep your eyes closed as you're coming out. And taking both knees into the chest. You can rock and roll a little bit. Maybe just make circles with the knees as we did seated in the beginning. Or if you prefer, of course, you can come into a happy baby or anything that works for you right now. Releasing the lower back. Releasing some tension you might still feel. And then time-wise, we're going to go to Shavasana. So if there's anything that you feel like missing out on when you're at home, of course, feel free to do so. But it's a 45 minutes. So I'm going to go and lie down onto my back body. Spread the legs apart. Arms slightly away. And I'm taking a big breath in. Exhale, sigh out. Letting go of all, rest a little bit of tension. Just take a couple of big sighs. And then surrender to gravity. Feel how the body can relax, become perhaps a little bit more heavy. Nothing you have to do. Just stay down, enjoying the benefits of everything you did. All the balancing, the hard work from the core center of the body. And just noticing that you might feel a bit more focused after doing that. And I'm taking all the time you need here as I'm going to say goodbye to you. Have a lovely rest of your day. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for demoing on it. Namaste.